Howdy meeps. I'm Rigaruga. And you're you? Boo. Howdy. I am going to give it a try and do another episode of Weave with Kabo Aboom. In the last episode, Kabo discovered that a shard of the moon had been broken off and was headed towards the surface of the planet, and in addition to that, it was headed directly towards the back of the Gladodon on which Gladodon Littleback, on which Kabo and a bunch of other people live. Went on a little quest to try and find out somebody to talk to about it, and ended up running into Rufus the Red, who it turns out was responsible for the moon shard heading towards destruction. And Rufus's dastardly plan was to kill everybody who's been mean and nasty to him. on Littleback, and then to mine all of the precious whatever is on the moon shard, magic crystals or who knows what. And Kabo confronted Rufus. Well, actually, like on learning that, created havoc and chaos, and ended up stealing the device that Rufus had been using to draw the moon shard towards Littleback. And that was the end of the session. So the moon shard is still headed towards Littleback. Littleback is still asleep, unaware of what's the destruction that's happening. Kabo hasn't managed to inform anybody that didn't already know what was going on, but he's got a thing. He knows who did it. He knows what's happening. He knows who did it, and he has the device that was used to cause it to happen. So the question is, what now? And I've already opened up the box and brought out I brought out the dice and all the fun stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that away. And I've got the cards set out, and I've got my marker for the timeline. Now, what I did do is I did save. These were the three. Well, I suppose I have to do this. So these are the three cards that determined the theme, the location, and the boss for the initial adventure. Now, I was having a little bit of trouble deciding how this is supposed to work, because I mean, between that and the app has an option to create new things within the timeline, and then there are two options if you go in. Well, theoretically, if it activates. So in the overall menu, you can delete a season, end scene, or a new episode. And if you hit end scene, it doesn't seem to actually do anything. It's unclear at all what that does. And then if you hit new episode, it starts a new episode, but starting a new episode will clear the timeline and require you to rescan. Well, the theme, location, and boss are part of the timeline. So it's unclear how an episode and a season are different. So anyhow, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to hold out the three cards that were used to create the initial scenario so that I don't re-pull them. Well, now I'm changing my mind because I mean, because the location is still important. I don't know what to do. See, what I'm thinking is, like, do I rescan these for the timeline and do the same major beats, or do I hold those off, right? And then I scan in new location, boss, and theme for the new episode, and then come back to those later when I think, like, it's time to confront the main guy, the main person again? Or do I shuffle these in thinking that maybe they show up again and I have to deal with the same boss, or I have to deal with the same location, or okay, I'm gonna put them in. I'm gonna put them in and shuffle it. And we're going to start a new episode. Ugh. My camera is misbehaving. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead. And then if I get the same boss, then I have to deal with him again. And if I get the same location, so I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. So I think what happens is in between the sessions, Kabo Aboom heads back to his hub, the junkyard and his laboratory. And tries to sort of suss out what the heck to do next. Hello? Oh, come on. Oh, now all of a sudden it finds it. What the hell? Okay, so we've got the Gallows. Death is snoozing. While people begin decaying when they die, they continue to walk, talk, and speak. They attempt to live out their lives as though not dead, which sounds great at first, but quickly turns out to be dreadfully annoying. Okay. Wow. First episode's theme. Wait, what? Okay, that's weird. So it's now saying, even though I had a full timeline, it's now saying this was the first episode when I started a new episode. So should I have started a new episode, start a new season, then immediately start a new episode? The app is a little bit confusing about this. Okay, so our location is the Watchtower. Plucker's Yum Yum House. So this is the location. Nothing like a good meal at Plucker's Yum Yum House. She's got the best scraps, mold stews, half-eaten snacks. If there's more delicious to a goblin? That's a fragment. Okay, that's not a full sentence. So, I mean, if there's something more delicious to a goblin, who knows what it is. You can find her restaurant chain hidden within garbage heaps at Air Run. Okay, my fucking neighbor. Fuck. I swear to God, it's like non-stop drone. Lawnmowers everywhere. It's insane how much lawn mowing goes on. It's like just what a lot of wasted gasoline, time, energy, and focus. There's something seriously messed up with lawns. Oh, B, come on. No. Come on. No. Down. No, sorry. My lap or nothing. Sorry, B. You gotta pick. So the Yum Yum House seems like, I mean, I could work that in. Okay, Iron Belly Stronghold, a near impregnable fortification set deep beneath the mountains. Here, the dwarves of Iron Belly clan eagerly await non-goblin visitors, but few can actually be bothered to descend into the depths they've settled. Oh man, so okay, but the situation is the zombie thing. Um, yeah, B, come on. No, in my lap or get down. You gotta stay in my lap. I have kind of a headache and my back is a little bit, so I guess I'm a little bit moody right now. Iron Belly Stronghold seems like, I mean, that could be a location where people are hiding from the undead. But Plucker's Yum Yum House seems like a place where, like, maybe that's the cure, or it's or that's what's caused it. Let's go ahead and go with Plucker's Yum Yum House. Um, okay, well let's. God, I can't decide. And the owl. Okay, so the owl. And the boss is Dazzle Bard Supreme. With a single note from her lute axe, Dazzle can command the attention of an entire crowd. Her luminous hair shifts colors like a rainbow cascade, falling across her broad shoulders. None are, it should be R, A-R-E, none are safe from her charm or from her spells. She was the sole survivor of the Battle of the Death of the Bands and named Bard Supreme. She is reportedly banned from Lashir after stealing the Queen's heart and subsequently breaking it. Yes, Dazzle is a stage name. Okay, so I could see Battle of the Death of the Bands being related to the undead menace. Okay, so it's Dazzle Bard Supreme and an undead menace, and the location is either the Yum Yum Hut or the dwarf thing. Well, let's go ahead. We'll go with this. Okay. So that's our goal, our final location. Are those three cards. So we'll go ahead and head back to our major our surface here, our play surface. And then we're going to create an adventure path. So we're going to roll 6 weave dice. Okay, so we've got 6 weave dice. And for each suit, draw a challenge card and place it face down. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then for each weave card, place a story card. and then re-roll the weaves. So 2 more challenge card. Okay, so this is our timeline. Interestingly, no strikes. And so we'll put our story and challenge cards up here. And we'll start out, we're starting out in my hub. We're going to draw an NPC and just sort of see what happens. So our NPC is the serpent. Let's see who that is. Okay. So, serpent. Scale-born child or Emarius of the Golden Thorn. So, the young scale-born children are curious and impulsive, absolutely transfixed by the glint of gold. Perhaps you met this dragon-like humanoid fresh from a cracked egg, still incapable of language. Or perhaps you came across the child in a pit of shiny trash. Whatever the case, the child seems friendly and extremely interested in your gear. Emarius of the Golden Thorn. Opalescent scales send multicolor lights flying in every direction as this dragon approaches. Emarius founded the Order of the Gilded Thorn years ago. Though once she hoarded her wealth like many of her kin, she gave up her riches in favor of a new quest. Now she seeks cursed and corrupted artifacts, hiding them deep within her vaults, hidden throughout the world. She retains a small stash of gold and scrolls to offer up to those who can lead her to dangerous treasure. Yet these days she has begun to wonder if all gold should be destroyed for the safety and longevity of mankind. I think it's Emarius the Golden Thorn, who I contact about the device that I got from Rufus the Red, and the thing that I'm trying to figure out is what is it and what do I do with it? How do I operate it? Do I destroy it? So there's this moon shard that's, sort of headed towards the planet. And this device has something to do with it. So can I send if I do it right, can I use the device to send the shard back? And so I'm getting in contact with Emarius, and Emarius is somebody that I've known probably from my past, because it's the junkyard, and because of the background I have with like, basically Emarius is almost like a fence as far as like, you don't want Emarius to know that you stole something. But if it's, magically valuable or, it's an ancient artifact, seeks cursed or corrupted artifacts. So yeah, it's not just magical stuff. It's the stuff that you want to get rid of. Emarius actually wants that stuff. And then maybe also there's a quid pro quo. Emarius, like if there's something that Emarius has that's cursed or corrupted and wants it broken down, I think Kabo Aboom, having that skill of breaking stuff and causing stuff to sort of, succumb to entropy. That's a thing as well. So okay, so that's definitely I think something that's going on. So Emarius and I are hanging out in the hub. And I think here's what I think. I think it's a little bit like we're sitting out in the hub, and you know, it's kind of a protected environment. You know, I've got chain link fences and whatnot to keep people out, and to keep things in, maybe. Like golems and stuff that I have traipsing around, and maybe we're sitting up on the deck or something like that, you know, sipping Mai Tais in the shade, and we're having a conversation. Oh man, I have my stupid email up. Okay, get rid of that. And we're talking about this device that I've got and what to do with it. Like, how, you know, how do you think it works? And you know, it's not really corrupted, but you know, it's got this sort of effect where, you know, I explain about the moon shard and how it was used to create that effect. And I think what happens is almost like a Shaun of the Dead, kind of like in the background without us really. So, you know, the camera is on us and pans to the horizon and then sort of like languishes its gaze across the area around the junkyard, and and just like in Shaun of the Dead, it's like it starts out totally normal people, but then it's obvious that they're kind of like these weird automatons, and they're like walking into things, and all of a sudden things are going really awry and strange, and yet it's going awry and strange in the way in which those creatures lived when they were, you know, in their natural state. And I think at some point we like notice something weird. So I wonder. Let's go ahead, and this is going to be a Gale challenge. So this is what happens, like how this starts out. Oh, come on. There. So Gale's perception checks, agility challenge, dexterity. So this is perception. So we're gonna try and it's gonna be a 3. I'm gonna see if we notice what's going on. I am not a Gale's character, so we'll start with 3, and I'll have I think Emarius is gonna help out. Well, this is gonna be really hard. Okay, I don't think. Oh my gosh! Wow! Look at that! Look at that! What the hell? I got 3. I got 3 Gales right there. Wow. Okay. So yeah, so we totally notice, like, okay, there's people are being really freaking weird, and so there's some sort of illness or something happening, because there's a lot of people, you know, like when the snapping happens, and you know, a helicopter crashes and a car crashes, and people start to disappear. It's like that. It's like things, you know, a cart, you know, runs into a building, and people start to, like, people that were normal just suddenly, you know, start behaving strangely. Or maybe the cart runs over somebody and then they get up, but they're not normal anymore. So that definitely happens. So we've noticed that. What the hell do we do next? Yeah, we're gonna try and figure out what's going on. So we'll start with 3. I get 1 because it's flames, and Emarius is gonna try and help out. So let's see what happens. do we know what to do? Okay, we only got one flame and we got a strike. So Emarius is gonna take the strike for me, and just go. Okay, something awful is going on. I need to go check on on my hordes. So Emarius is out, and that takes the strike, so I don't have to. Now, what I think I'm going to do is we're going to go, we're going to use an optional rule here. We're going to go going around an obstacle. An alternate route. Okay, so place a challenge card face down beneath the current obstacle and a second card to the right. Well, that seems weird. Well, we're gonna do two dice. And these are gonna be the alternate path. So we're gonna instead of just laying down challenge cards, we're actually going to try and okay, so we need a challenge and a story card. And then a face is a challenge card. And then, oh, interesting. Okay. Did I not have any of those last time? If the challenge, scan it, select an enemy. This is the enemy of the encounter. The challenge card indicates the difficulty resolving the encounter through non-combat means. Okay, so so our enemy is going to be the river. A buccaneer or the squid sorcerer. Oh, holy shit. Should it be the squid sorcerer again? Or is it a buccaneer? I can see. I think I can see the buccaneer. Though this buccaneer might not look like much, they've got a boom salt cannon trained on you. If you knew more about the pirate life, you might understand that all the tattoos and piercings mean something. But there's no time for that now. So I think what happens is that I'm selecting the buccaneer, and the reason why is because so with all of these weird sort of zombie creatures wandering around, this buccaneer has gotten cornered outside, or like in the entryway of the junkyard, and because we couldn't figure out what it was because I couldn't figure out what was going on, I went down to go to the entryway to like investigate more, and ran into the buccaneer. And the buccaneer, of course, like in sort of a Walking Dead standoff kind of way, is like, who goes there? Prove you're alive or I'll kill you. And it's a Stones challenge too. I like that. Stones challenge too. Okay, so this is a Constitution check physical challenge. So this is a Constitution check. Like, this is you know, somehow I prove that I'm alive. So we've got three coin. I mean, 3 die. And what do I have that? I don't know that I have anything to prove that I'm alive. I'm a brewmaster. Okay, I'm not entirely convinced that the boomstick would actually hurt me all that much. Well, no, I guess it's a projectile. But like forged in flames, I might. Like if it were just fire, it wouldn't affect me. But I think I'm gonna take. I'm gonna give myself an extra die, for brewmaster. And I think that the way that we prove that we're alive, is we have a drinking we have a drinking contest. This dwarf and I, and so this is the test of whether, you know, whether we make it through, the drinking contest, and prove to each other that we're actually, you know, we're alive and humans. Okay, so let's try this. So we need 2 stones somehow. Oh my god, look at that! 2 stones. 2 stones and a strike. Oh man. Okay, I think obviously what happens is, you know, the drinking contest is a success, but, I have a massive freaking hangover now. Um, But I think what this means is this dwarf is gonna actually stick around with me. This I It's a dwarf. I didn't quite make that connection, but this is a dwarven pirate. I don't know why. Maybe because of the stronghold. Maybe there's something about that stronghold. Um, but so yeah, so we're gonna, you know, we have the drinking contest. We prove each other that we're alive. No, I don't take the strike. Um, no, I do. I do. It's the headache. And it's not an epic success. So I think we just prove that we're alive, and we decide to, part our ways. They're not going to hang out with me. I think if it were an epic success, I would have had him like, oh, now we're buddies. Yeah. I that they were now buddies. But I think that's not going to happen. Um, because yeah. Um, so the dwarf wanders off. So we've got a brook challenge. Brooks are, psychic, charisma, intimidation, persuasion challenges. I think it's a psych check. I think, that's what's going on. It's, I'm gonna do 3, um, for a psych check, and this is just like a morale check. It's like, is the headache too much? Am I gonna give up and go to sleep? Is that what it is? I don't know. I think that's kind of what's going on. So let's go ahead and, um, I'm gonna use Brewmaster again. I know that seems a little bit weird. You got people drunk for a living, or sometimes you made them levitate a little bit. I think I'm used to this. Um, like this, the after effects of these things. So I'm gonna give myself 1 extra, for Brewmaster. And it's 2 brooks. Whoa, look at that. 2 brooks and a weave. So that's 3 successes and a strike. And we're going to re-roll. So that's 3 successes. Whoops. Oh, man. And 2 strikes. Oh, geez. I'm not sure. Okay, hold on. Huh. So I mean, technically that would wipe me out. And that would be the end of the scene. So what happens? Okay, so huh. So what I'm thinking is what I'm trying to come up with is I think that I think we just advance all the way to the end. And what happens is Plucker's Yum Yum House. Nothing like a good meal at a Plucker's Yum Yum House. She's got the best scraps, mold stews, and half-eaten snacks. You can find her restaurant chain hidden within garbage heaps all over Arun. So I think what happens is, like, this Brooks challenge. I think I collapse. I overexert myself and I collapse. And what happens is I get dragged in to the Plucker's Yum Yum House and revived. And somehow what happens is like the boss is Dazzle the Bard Supreme. Um Now, she was the sole survivor of the Battle of the Death of the Bands and named Bard Supreme. So I think she's had this happen before. It's not so much an enemy boss, but a boss who's selfish and has, was the sole survivor. So she's like this, she's in this area, in this sort of group of survivors that are in this yum yum hut, um, the yum yum house, and she's gonna try to sacrifice everyone. Okay, so what happens is, we go to the boss, and this is 3 challenge cards. Okay, so this is the 3 challenge cards. And I lose all of whatever fun stuff this would have been. And we're gonna go to the boss battle, and then we're gonna pull 3 challenge cards. So a constitutional and psychic check, or charisma checks. Oh, okay. So charisma checks. So we're gonna try and recover, and then we're having, like, I don't know what it is. We're having like a death band uh contest of some kind, like, I'm thinking, like, we're making noise, we're just sort of, like, in some weird way, the death band contest is, like in, Fury Road. It's the one car with all of the speakers. We're trying to create noise to distract all the zombies. And when they get so close enough, we're trying to be loud enough and have such a badass riff on our guitars that it actually causes them to shake and shatter and fall to pieces. And I think what's happening is, um, Dazzle is trying to uh, be the only survivor, do anything it takes to cause everyone else to die, and I'm trying to avoid that. And so that's what we're doing. So I think the physical constitution physical check. Um, I'm gonna hold off on that. We're gonna do the Brook challenges. I'm gonna. So this is a musical challenge. It's the psychic charisma persuasion, because that's what it says. Um, Commanding the attention of the crowd. None safe from her charm spells. So we're having a sort of charm offensive against each other. Who can be the most outrageous on stage, with our things. Okay. Do I have anything? Bombmancer. I wonder if I get a flaw from... I was thinking from getting conked out whether I got a flaw or not. So Kabo Aboom, I'm gonna do Bomb Mancer, and this is doing a fireworks display to impress people. Um, and I've got a box of matches to help me do that. I think I MacGyver. Yeah, I MacGyver things with this box of matches. Um, Take away, remove. Take away or remove. What is the difference between take away and remove? Because take away is temporary? Give back. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna remove the box of matches. Because I use those to do the fireworks. So let's go ahead. Let's see what we got. Let's try this challenge. And it's only a Brooks 2 to make this fireworks go off. Oh, crap. Well, we got one. Well, we got 2 successes and a strike. So we re-roll. So that's 3 successes. So only 3 successes. And a strike. It seems like it'd be nice if you could use the excessive ones to take away strikes. Is that a rule? Yeah, it doesn't really say anything. It seems like that would be nice if you could dedicate extra successes towards removing strikes. But we'll go ahead and we'll give myself 1 wound for that after being revived. And so let's go ahead and we'll do Brooks Challenge 3. This is another another big check. I'm gonna use Nothing Shocking and my Flaw Lightning Rod and my Storm Bottle. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm immune to electrical arcs, and I'm a lightning rod, so I'm attracting lightning, and then I've got a storm in a bottle, which releases lightning, and so that's 3 plus 3 dice. So does that make sense? So what I'm doing is I'm excuse me. So I'm immune to lightning, but I'm a lightning rod. So I'm immune to lightning, but I attract lightning. and I've got a storm bottle that has lightning all cooped up in it in a big storm. So for this set of our musical challenge to wow the crowd, I'm releasing the storm bottle, attracting lightning, and then using that lightning to arc out like basically like Infinity War with Thor shows up and with Stormbringer, and I'm trying to wow the crowd with it. Oh, okay, that did not work. Well, and I got a strike. So that did not work, and I got a strike. I don't know. Maybe I hurt the crowd. I may have gotten rid of a few zombies, but I also didn't manage to. I may have hurt a few zombies as well, but I managed to hurt some of the crowd. I was like, oh, sorry. Oh gosh, sorry. So like the drummer got hit and. um. Yeah, so actually, I had multiple successes. Um, where's my thing? Okay, what am I missing? Hold on a second. Fighting an enemy. So I actually probably, because I had so many successes on my on that first one, I probably took the boss out. Actually, bosses have 3 or 4 strikes, so I'm saying like maybe, let's say they have one more strike left. So we're gonna try a stones challenge. This is Constitution. I think. Well, I think this is just this is simply a physical challenge of escaping the zombies. So we're gonna go. So we got 3. This is not my this is not my particular thing, but I've got my golem, my living golem armor. Um, and I think I've created some traps and stuff like that. Automated contraptioneering. I think I've created like some crazy traps and stuff to like a zombie Rube Goldberg device to trap the zombies and stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And I think I'm gonna go for a signature move. I'm gonna break all the things. I'm gonna try and bring the whole house down. sort of like a Spinal Tap last act of playing the guitar solo as the place burns and blows up, and the zombies are all trapped inside, and we're gonna try and escape. Ugh. Oh man. Okay. It's one strike, and none of those are successful. We got one success, but I need 3. I don't think there's any way. Oh my god. Oh my god. So that's 2 successes, and I need one more. I need one more, or I need a weave or a stone. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. One more. Let's see what it is. And a flame. Okay. So that was 3 successes. That was enough to take out Dazzle. So this epic rock battle, we managed to succeed at taking out Dazzle, this rock battle caused havoc, and light. There was the lightning round, and then there was the everything blows up round, and fireworks, and all kinds of crazy stuff going on as we defeat. As we defeat Dazzle and manage not to be sacrificed to the zombies. So I think sort of retconning this a little bit, I think the reason why the zombies happened was actually because of something that Dazzle did, trying to regain fame, like the sole survivor of the death of the bands. Like she ended up trying to recreate her previous fame, and was causing death bands to show up. And that's actually, so that's kind of maybe what happened. Anyhow, so that was kind of a short, really quick, little episode, but that's what happened. I mean, the moon shard is still coming down, and I didn't manage to get any treasure or anything out of that, but we managed to survive the battle of the God, what even was it? I can't even remember. So the battle of the death of the bands, and named Bard Supreme. So I don't know. Maybe I'm now the Bard Supreme or something like that. Anyhow, Dazzle's been defeated. We had an epic rock battle. Blew up a bunch of zombies. And we still don't know what to do with this device. And maybe we'll find that out in our next adventure. So thanks so much for hanging out and for this little game of Weave with me. And I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.